you have the unpopular topic of the day. And it's always interesting when you sit back and listen to people's concerns, people's frustrations, people's issues with things. And if you just sit back and listen, be slow to speak, quick to listen. That's biblical. This has been a very interesting week for the WNBA. So, at the top of the week, it was announced that the WNBA will now be chartering planes for the entire season, or for the every team. I think they have a partnership now with Delta. And before, I think they were only chartering planes in the playoffs after round 1, I believe. Now they're doing it for the entire season. I'm not going to be the one to be like, it should have been. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say that that's what they announced. And I think Thursday or Friday, Friday, they announced, or no, it was Thursday. They announced that they will be expanding a team in Toronto, Canada. Their first team is overseas. Now, I started this segment with, it's very interesting to listen to people's plights, people's issues. And it's not the interesting part isn't that they have issues. The interesting part is how they view things and how their view has formed their opinion. Because when we're talking about when they announced the charter planes and they announced the team in Toronto and everything, it's like you see a divide. You see players that are happy, that are ecstatic about it, and fans that are happy, ecstatic, saying, damn, the league is finally taking heed and the league is finally taking a care to their players' place as far as travel and transportation and, understanding how important a comfortable transportation is in terms of the performance, and caring about their players enough to put the money down to allow chartered planes. And I've been saying this a while now. One airline should partner with the WNBA, and it looks like it's going to be Delta. So shout out to them. So one side, you see people that are ecstatic about it and are pretty much waving the, finally flag. This is finally happening. Then you have the other side. And that other side, people are happy that obviously this is happening, but people are also upset as to why. Because let's not get it twisted. A lot of this, I'm not going to say the Toronto thing. I'm going to say most of the charter planes is probably because of Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark can't be walking. Caitlin Clark can't walk through Reagan National Airport. Caitlin Clark ain't walking through Dulles. Caitlin Clark ain't walking through Bradley. 9 times out of 10, the main reason why the league is chartering these planes now is because of Caitlin Clark. And a lot of people are upset with the fact of they feel she's getting extra treatment that other people deserved before her. It's like one argument you hear is, well, why are they doing this for Caitlin Clark, but they didn't do this for Breonna Stewart, but they didn't do this for Maya Moore, but they didn't do this for Candace Parker, but they didn't do this for Tamika Catchings, but they didn't do this for Lisa Leslie, but they didn't do this for Skylar Diggins, but they didn't do this for Asia Wilson. And my not rebuttal, my response to that is, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I think that all of them are much deserved when we talk about their game is so good that it should warrant change. I think that all of them are, hell, Candace Parker just retired and became the, I think, creative director of Adidas. So shouts out to her. But they're absolutely right, you know? Like, Candace Parker's game, Breonna Stewart is arguably actually, I think, inarguably the most decorated WNBA player we've ever seen. She has 4 national championships, and she has multiple WNBA championships. So in that sense, I get it. You're right. It is crazy that it took Caitlin Clark for all this change to happen. But I will also say, but shouldn't we be happy that change has finally come? Shouldn't we be happy that, yes, you may not like why it happened, but it happened? You see, I hear what everyone says. I may not respond all the time, but I hear what everyone says. And I'm not the only person that has scoffed at the WNBA. Hell, I made a whole segment about it before, saying how the WNBA can be better. And what was the one thing that I said? Yo, why don't we have private plane? Why is there a situation where I can be on the same plane as a WNBA champion in season? So I guess what I'm trying to say is, man, you can feel how you feel about Caitlin Clark and the fandom and the way that the WNBA is wrapping their arms around Caitlin Clark, and how you can literally see change happening because Caitlin Clark is in the league. So you can be upset with that if you want. Cool. But I'll come back and saying, isn't that what we asked for as WNBA fans? Isn't that what we asked for? Didn't we ask for change? Didn't we ask for improvement? And now that we're getting it, we don't like why it's happening? I think the WNBA is in a great place right now. It's in a thriving state right now. And the fact that you see 2 expansion teams coming, one in the in the Bay, or no, one in Golden State and one now in Toronto, should show you. And the one in Toronto, do you know how expensive that is going to be? It should show you that the leagues, and this is after years and years and years of arguing that why are all these draft picks getting waived weeks after they just got drafted? Why are you unable to hold 15 players? Why is there 3 draft rounds and usually everyone in round 3 gets waived? So when you hear that, and then now you're hearing expansion, 2 new teams, and you're hearing finally one of the biggest black eyes for the league was the way that they handled transportation. And now you see that it's getting better. You're upset because of why? Yes, I think that all those players that came before Caitlin Clark are incredible players. Hell, Maya Moore is my GOAT when we talk about greatest basketball player of all time. But it didn't happen with them. It happened with Caitlin Clark. And as much as you want to be upset about who caused change, I'm happy that change finally has come. And I hope that even if it is on the back of Caitlin Clark, I hope more change and more improvement for a league like the WNBA continues to happen, even if it's because of Caitlin Clark. Oh man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.